Thank you.
Now, the immigration debate. The sheriff in Pinal County, Arizona, is blasting the federal government's policy. He says the policy allowed these 3 criminal immigrants, among others, into the community that he protects. Yesterday, the sheriff met with Dr. Ben Carson about the issue, and he joins us now. Welcome, Sheriff Paul Babiou. Sheriff, welcome to the program. Have I got this right, that you arrested people for an offence, but you had to release them because they were foreigners? Is that accurate?
Well, not just that. That happens all the time in my county and in the state of Arizona, and in fact throughout America. When it comes to immigration law, it appears there is no law because there's no consequences. And what's happened in the last 2 years alone, Stuart, that 67,000 of the most violent criminals in the Western Hemisphere, members of the cartels, people who are kidnapping people, raping them, murdering them, hundreds and hundreds of them that are being released into our community. And I pointed out 3 just this week that were released, 1 from Sudan, 1 from Iraq, 1 from Russia, all tried and convicted of both kidnapping, numerous aggravated assaults in numerous states, and also 2 of them were convicted of murder, and they were released into my communities here in Arizona. This is outrageous.
Who released them? Was it the feds that released
ICE.
them?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And this is ICE. And you know what their answer was? The reply, the demands of sheriffs. Half of the sheriffs here are Democrat, half of us are Republican, and we stood in unity saying this is outrageous that you're releasing murderers who are not citizens of America into our communities. And what do you think is going to happen? You don't have to be the frickin' sheriff to think that these people are going to kidnap people, they're going to murder people, and they're going to rape them. We should send them back to their countries where they're from.
Were they convicted of these crimes in America?
Yes.
And then they went into the custody of the feds, and the feds released them into your county where you have jurisdiction? That happened? You see, I can't believe this kind of thing goes on.
It does go on, and they're getting, if you and I were convicted of this crime, we'd have to serve 85% of our sentence. These illegals only have to serve 50% of their sentence. They're turned over to ICE. ICE release them almost the same day, and what they're saying, the lame excuse that they're saying is that there's no legitimate travel documents for these illegals from Russia, Sudan, and Iraq, and therefore they're being released. Not one of these 67,000 criminals that they've released in the last 2 years alone have legitimate travel documents because they're here illegally. What do these people not understand?
Sheriff, I'm afraid we've got to go, but thank you very much indeed for bringing us the facts.
And Dr. Carson was great yesterday, too.
Yes, he was. He's been on this show. Sheriff Paul Babiou, thank you very much indeed, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart.
Gretchen, I'm shaking my head. I can't believe that.
You know what? And that's just a slice of the pie.
Yes.
If 3 went back to just that county, imagine what's happening all across the country.
It is extraordinary. Murderers like that released into that man's territory?
Yep.
There's nothing to do about it?
And then he has to deal with it. And then all the people who live there. But it's not just that county.
It's shameless. It really is.